all of the expensive cars, all of the girls that matter about you. Just make them believe I have everything. When you know it, you won't know me. Without you, girl, my life is incomplete. Yeah. Sing, Cisco! Ooh, kissy, kissy. Ooh, child. Y'all saw episode 25? I know you did because you're here with me. Hey, y'all. Welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm Shar. Ooh, I am your recap auntie. Let me adjust my damn moo-moo. Because when you don't adjust, honey, your shit be like this. It be choking the shit out of you. Hey, y'all. Welcome to my channel. I'm your recap auntie. I'm Shar. And we are here to talk about episode number 25, baby. Y'all should have played it. Y'all should have bought the rights to that song and played it. It would have been so cool if they would have just brought it in. All in the things, all in the expensive cars, all of the... Yes! I'm going to have to play that when I get off of here. Yeah, good. Child. Did y'all see when Kev on stage redid it? Anyway, hey, y'all. Welcome to my channel. Ooh. This is the Moo review for Beyond the Gates, episode number 25. I saw a couple of people on YouTube yesterday doing like a live talking about us. No, I'm not looking. I'm not looking at y'all chat. No, I'm not looking because I need to see it for myself. So I did see a still shot of the very last scene. And I was like, girl, I thought I saw you with one outfit on and then I saw that you changed, girl. You, Danny, you be tripping, girl. Ooh, this was all over the place. A lot of these characters on this episode, like, came and was in there like 5 minutes and then left. Like Marcel and Derek and Jacob. It's like nobody really lasted too long. So I'm hoping and praying that I can stay in order. But I'm going to do the best that I can, y'all. I'm going to do the best that I can. You know, I double dutch, I hopscotch. You know, I jump in and out, I move. So I'm going to do the best that I can. But it was good. I had a good time watching this episode. When I tell you I love me some Chelsea, because Chelsea is nice. She has a very sweet angel face. But that bitch can read. She can read. Yes, she can. Hold on for a second. Okay. Yeah, she can read, honey. When I say read, meaning that she will let you feel like this after you leave her presence. She's a reader. Anyway, we open with the ladies to confirm that they want to drop the case with with Naomi. Bad bitch. So they feel the sexual harassment lawsuit would cost them way too much, and so they apologize to Naomi. Okay, don't forget, got my laptop, reading my notes. They apologize to Naomi for wasting her time. Naomi asked them, how much did he offer y'all? And they was like, really? She was like, they wondered how did she know? She's like, the same way he didn't offer y'all no amount of money, nor did he give y'all any details about the settlement. They all came to the conclusion, like, that nigga played us. He played us. Yes, he did. So that's what he does. And they should be so lucky that she is still their damn lawyer. That's what she tells them. So Naomi asked the ladies, if they settle, do they think that he would forgive or forget about what happened? They was like, hell no. And what little money he will give y'all ain't going to last y'all too long. And y'all still will be jobless. And your names will be dragged through the fucking mud. And we have to win to change that. So one of them was like, winning is not a given. But she says it's better than, it is better. No, Naomi says that it better be. Because that's your only way out. That she said winning is not a given. She's like, oh, it better be. It better be a given because this is the only way you're going to get out of this shit. That's what she said. So she did a long monologue today. I was like, damn, Naomi, you did a lot of lawyering today. So she says to keep y'all going, you have to ask yourself one question. What happens to all of the women who join the firm after y'all and have to work with that damn Mike Davis? Those women will think that they took a huge step into their bright future working with the wonderful Bill Hamilton Esquire, only to be treated like meat by some jerk at work. Remember, Bill called Mike a jerk with Tomas because he says, you know, at the end of this whole case, it's just going to be a worthless jerk. So she tells him that they convinced me that they believe that she tells them that they convinced her that they could win for them, and for the future of other women. She tells them that Bill set them up to play this little shell game today because he proved that this case has merit and he knows that they can fucking win. What happened to them is a crime, and Mike is the predator. Firing you was because you dared to report him as illegal. That was wrong. He should have been gone, not y'all. So those are the hard facts, and this will win this case. If they drop the suit, then she could stop now. If you want me to move on, then I will be unstoppable. She says, I will be relentless. Relentless popped up a lot today, and will not give up until we win. Are they with her? Well, I can't read today. I'm really sleepy, y'all. That damn pause. Just the lectures last night. I don't live in Wisconsin, but I was hoping that lady would win, and she did. So, okay, push play. So, Bill and Haley. Haley comes in. Her face is really beat today. She looked really cute today. I don't know if it was the dark colors or what. She looked really cute. Why she still wearing fur all year round and leather, I don't get it, but whatever. She's always wearing that low cut. She got on something low cut and tight. So she tells him that he looks like a man who has to carrying the world on his shoulders. And he says, never when I'm around you, boo. And he told her about a move that he was making with Naomi. So she is so proud and walked off away from him, talking about she guessed that her intervention made a difference. And he's like, what, is there something you need to tell me? So she was like, that my former bestie and I ran into each other and we talked. And he was like, oh my God, you both came out unscathed. So she tells him that she told Naomi that they will win that fucking case and that Bill takes no prisoners. He tells her, thank you, honey, I appreciate it, but listen, I'm gonna need you to stay out of this shit, all right? Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all, Bill don't want her to have her finger in that coffee. He don't want her to do that. Because that's his baby. He loves his daughters. That's why he made the move that he made at the end of the show. He loves Haley, I think. But that's his babies. He loves his daughters. And she didn't need to step into that. He needs their mammy to help, run that race for him. He don't need you. He don't need his wife. He needs their mammy. And that's what he did. So he wants her to stay clear of Naomi until the climate changes. I don't want you to get hurt again. I was like, ooh, that was some shade. She tells him that it's too late for that warning. He was like, what happened? She's like, okay, baby, don't get upset. I wasn't going to bring this up, but he was like, tell me, come on, girl, what's going on? She said, I was supposed to play doubles today because when she came back, he asked her how was the doubles game for tennis. And so she was supposed to play doubles this morning. So when I got to the club, I found out that I had been replaced. He was like, what? Why did they give up your spot? The tennis people said that they were Team Danny, which we are. Damn right. We's Team Danny. So Bill says, Team Danny? He calls it nonsense. No, it's not nonsense, Bill. We are Team Danny. So playing favorites and canceling reservations, he didn't raise enough hell when they ignored her at the dining room. But they are definitely going to hear his ass right now. She said, babe, stop, boo. Stop it. But he feels that one phone call to the president of the country club, Mr. Gabe Froman, will make it all good. She says, look, it will make it worse. She knows that he wants to help out, but she will have to get thicker skin, and he hates how they are treating her this way. He wishes that everyone would just see her the way I see you. They will adore and worship you. No ma'am, no sir. She ain't God. We ain't gonna worship her. No ma'am. So she wants to have lunch. She said, well, you can make it up with me with lunch. And he was like, I have a lot to do. I've been a little busy, a little preoccupied. My work is piling up on me. I've been so distracted lately. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. And so he says, dinner later. She's like, of course, as long as I can have you for dessert. He's like, I like that. She says they would have dinner and champagne to celebrate the death of Naomi's lawsuit. And he says, that's close, babe, but not final. She says, oh, but it will be, Bill. She says, Bill, but it will be because you're the best, babe. So she leaves. She goes to get something to eat. I guess they're going to meet up at Orphy Jean's again. Maybe she would order some food and bring it home. So Bill has the nerve to be throwing a ball up against the wall, thinking of some stuff. And it was like the way that they wrote up that screen was weird. Threw up some stuff, throwing some balls against the wall. So let me go down to that. Let me come right back. Be right back. Okay, so right after there was a scene, so he's in his office just throwing the balls against the wall, trying to figure out what he wants to do. And so he's coming there, he's thinking, and then Naomi walks in, and she was like, "Oh, so you think that I was going to just leave and not come back and talk to you after you done say what you said to my clients?" So he says that I was just giving them food for thought. She tells him that they told her that they wanted to drop the case. He's like, "Oh, really? Oh, hey, well, what can I say? You win some, you lose some, baby girl." And so he laid back in the chair like he just won. And she was like, "Oh, you thought you won it?" She said, "Nope. Game is still on, Dad. That around that round went to me. Now those women are not just doing it for themselves, they're suing you for the good of people everywhere." She says, "I just love it when it gets righteous like this, don't you?" She knows how he operates. He pushes and pushes until he gets his way. Just like he sent Haley to yabber after me and threatened to bankrupt me. It's very enlightening how foolish he thinks. So Bill tells her that she should know that is not true. And he didn't send Haley over there after her. She says, then tell her to cease and desist and encourage her to tackle her own fucking challenges. It can be easy being the outcast. It can't be that easy to be the outcast at Marigold Road because that's where they got their house. So Bill says that he would handle the situation at the club. So Naomi's like, "You think you're magic, huh? That's why, that was just Mom's light shining on you. It wasn't yours because Mom had her light shining on you. People love her, and we do. And they hate what you did to her. Yes, we do. And nothing would ever change that. Nope, it won't. When Danny Dupree has people in the palm of her hand, it's usually where they tend to stay." And then she leaves, and he's steaming mad. Yeah. So let's go back. Well, he makes a phone call, and he calls Danny. But let's talk about Miss Danny, BRB. I'll talk about the little stuff like Jacob. Ashley had finally talked to Andre. Let me talk about her. Ashley had finally talked to Andre, talking about, "I want my friend back, blah, blah, blah." She was like, "Oh, you called everybody to do their interview and their photo shoot, but you didn't call me. You called all the nurses except for me." He was like, "I was just trying to, I'm getting to you." She's like, "Yeah, you making it seem real awkward. Let's work this out." He shakes hands. He rubs her hand like this. "Oh my God, it's awkward, blah, blah, blah." So Derek is at the same restaurant where everybody want to eat at. And so he's sitting there having lunch with Jacob at first. And so he mentions to Jacob that he was looking at the picture that Jacob had taken of him rescuing the pussycat. And he didn't like it. The way he was looking at the picture, he's a handsome man, but he was just not looking the most handsome on that picture. So Jacob was like, "That's not your best photo, dude." And he was like, "Well, yeah, Andre took it. He knows how to make Ashley look like a princess or an angel on the picture. Me, I look like the devil." And so he was like saying, "I think that, Andre wants her." And he was like, "Man, you think so?" And so, because Jacob knows every damn thing, he's like, "Well, if he's doing this and doing that, maybe he do." So he leaves. So Andre leaves the hospital and shows up. I like that Shanice, she kind of inserted herself in that little conversation. So Andre comes to the club because I guess he got an invite from Derek to come and sit and talk. So Derek had told him, like, "Man, I heard that you and Ashley supposed to be working together on this special project." Although Ashley, did she tell him? I can't remember. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to highlight all of the nurses, not just her, but everybody, and how much she did a great job with delivering the baby. I just held the towel, blah, 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 boom." That was it. It wasn't really a lot. And then we see Jacob fussing with Marcel. Marcel was there minding his fine, tall, chocolate ass business. And he comes over there like, "Man, I already know the secret. My pappy tried to tell you don't be light on me, but you ain't got to be light on me." And then, Marcel was like, "Cool, I won't be. Watch your back." And then he left. And Naomi came, was telling Jacob about what happened with her dad. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Chelsea finished her conversation with her mom. She remember she left yesterday and she came back and apologized to Danny. Was telling Danny, man, I'm so sorry, Mama. I just want to really do this on my own. I know you can help me do it, but just let me do this on my own. I've been doing it on my own for such a while. You just need to find something that's going to help you. Okay. So Chelsea leaves, and so Danny had to call Jonathan and Julia, the people that's helping her with the fashion show. So I guess Jonathan was screaming in the background because Danny had told Jonathan and Julia that Chelsea couldn't do she walked away from runway. She's not going to be modeling anymore. So Danny is in this headspace. I promise y'all, I'm going to definitely find somebody else to do it for y'all because I know it's important. I promise y'all. I think it should be her. Hopefully it's her going to walk in that runway because she has a fan base with Team Danny. Okay, I think I talked about the little stuff that didn't really matter. So the two scenes that I wanted to go line by line, precept by fucking precept, is the conversation between first Haley, and I don't mean H-I-A-L, H-A-I-L, I mean H-E-L-L, Haley, and Miss Reed Chelsea, honey, because Chelsea read the fuck out of her, BRB. Okay, now Chelsea is sitting there, and she's enjoying, about to sit down and have her meal, and so Haley pops up at the damn restaurant. So Chelsea's like, want something, Haley? And so Haley was like, mind if I sit? And I'm like, what weather was it around there? Because Haley keep wearing these hot, heavy outfits, and then everybody else, like, Chelsea had on like something that was springtime. I don't know what the weather is there. But anyway, Haley was like, mind if I sit here? And Chelsea was like, I would rather you not. And so Haley sits her ass down anyway. So Chelsea says, shouldn't you be at the country club? That's why you married up, right? So you could experience the finer things in life. And so Haley was like, I married for love. I'm so sick of her saying that she married for fucking love. And Chelsea was like, child, please. She sound like me. Child, please. So Haley was like, and because of it, I have incurred the wrath of everyone in this community. Chelsea was like, well, maybe you should move. You made your bed. And so Haley was like, oh, and I'm lying in it. And so Chelsea was like, yeah, that's your specialty. I was like, ooh. She says, lying and making yourself comfortable in other people's beds. You lied to my sister, pretended to be her friend to cozy up to my dad. She's like, gross. And then you lied to my mom, pretending to pretending that you could be trusted. I mean, do you have any idea how much pain you've caused? So homewrecker husband still, it was pretty lame, was pretty tame. So Haley was like, what's fascinating? How no one ever talks about the pain that Danny caused me. So Chelsea was like, bitch, you destroyed my family and wrecked my parents' marriage, and you're whining about the pain my mother caused your ass? So Haley was like, I shouldn't have brought it up. She said, but you did, Chelsea said. So go ahead, list all of the complaints against the woman whose life you cannibalized. So Haley was like, I knew this was a mistake. I'm like, Haley wants to be in the country club so bad. She's willing to walk into the lion's den and get her ass chewed out just to be a part of that damn country club. So Chelsea was like, oh, but you keep making them. You keep making these same damn mistakes. So Chelsea snatches a napkin and throws it on the table at Haley and says, this is for the fake waterworks, bitch. I said, boom, shakalaka, boom. Boom, bitch. Boom. So Haley was like, did I cry when Danny hit me in the face at the country club days before my wedding? You were there. Did you see me shed one damn tear from the pain and the embarrassment that I still feel? Never raised a fuss when she shot up my wedding. And so Chelsea was like, she was forced to be there, bitch. It was a brutal day for her. And Haley is like, you trying to justify her behavior? Chelsea was like, she is my mammy. And if you had one... Oh, she said, that didn't come out right. Okay, I wasn't thinking straight. And neither was she. When we feel attacked, we clap back with things that hit hard. But she is improving, and she has passed all of that now. So Haley was like, did Danny tell you that? Was that before she broke into our house, destroyed our wedding photo, and stole costly bottle of wine? Or maybe it was after she shattered a photo of me and Bill in his office. You didn't hear that part of the improvement now, did you? So Chelsea was like, look, I've been busy. Haley was like, so has she. And as you rudely reminded me, yes, I didn't grow up with my mom. But if I had, I would know when she's struggling and I would get some help. I was like, who are you beating the desk at? And I would get her some help. I was like, God, who are you? Girl. So Chelsea was like, you and my father did this to her. So Haley says, now she is out of control, Chelsea. Do you see that? What if she escalates? What if someone seriously gets hurt? So Chelsea's like, I can't control my mammy. And Haley's like, but you can control the way that you treat your father, you and Naomi. So Chelsea's like, if you're telling me to convince her to drop the lawsuit, and Haley's like, oh, that suit is dead in the water, honey. All I want it is for you to do is what's right. Yes, your world has changed the minute that I walked into it, but Bill is the same old stubborn old single old asshole. He's old, but Bill is the same stubborn single-minded man that he's always been. His love for you and your sister is unshakable. Do you know how fortunate you are to have that? He loves you girls, and this would be the biggest of all of his losses. You know how much he hates to lose. So she goes on to tell her that he needs her and that she don't owe her anything, but she needs to find a way to forgive her father. So Chelsea was like, you've got some nerve to think that I'm going to fix what you broke. Girl, I tell you, Chelsea can read. She's her mama's daughter. She really is. So Haley was like, says it's her toxic trait. She wants everything to work out in the end. So Chelsea's like, whatever. Whatever happens between her and her dad is none of your fucking affair. You see how I did that? So Haley was like, but you will at least think about making baby steps toward reconciliation, right? So Chelsea was like, can you just take the hint and just stay out of it? Haley was like, can I get an answer? So Chelsea's like, fine. Damn. I'll think about it. All right, whatever. Then she leaves. So Haley looks like she accomplished a whole lot, honey. But little do she know where her hubby is. And we all know where he is. So let me find where Miss Danny is. So I already told you that Danny had already discussed with Julia and Jonathan that, she can't do it. So everybody's talking about everybody's team Danny, but they're upset. I already told you about that. So Bill makes a phone call. Well, he makes a phone call when he's in the office, throwing the ball against the wall. And that's when he called the president of the country club saying that he wanted to discuss something with him. And he wanted to try to see what he can do about pulling some strings about getting Haley back. At least getting her into some good graces and getting served at the country club. But when he was talking to the guy, that's when Naomi came in. So after Naomi left, I guess he figured it ain't nothing going to work between them. He makes another phone call, and it's to Danny. And so let me find that conversation. BRB. Okay, Bill calls Danny on the phone. She tells him that he was the last person that she ever thought about hearing from, and he wants to have a chat with her. He don't want to just talk about it over the phone. He wants to come over. So she says, it's such a bad idea. But he was like, that ain't never stopped your ass before. She was like, okay, I mean, you come on. That bitch was so happy. The good thing is that she didn't take a sip because she did have her glass in her hand. Because remember, she had just finished having that conversation with Chelsea about Chelsea, came back and apologized, but she still stood her ground about not modeling. She wants to focus on her brand. So she was feeling kind of low. She poured herself a little drink. She was about to drink it, and that's when Bill called. So he kind of saved her from drinking. So that bitch hung up the phone. She had on some cute little leather pants and a cute blouse. She ran upstairs and changed her, and he put her on a low cut, short ass, red, I think it looked leather pleather skirt. Dress. I guess that's what he liked to see her in. Anybody, whoever the camera people are or photographers are, they really know how to light up melanated skin on this particular show. Because anytime somebody wears red, no matter if they're white, light skin, dark, it looks so delicious on them. It looks great on their complexion. It really, really does. So whoever is doing the lighting on this particular show, bravo to you. So Bill finally arrives, and we see Danny, like I said, wearing this leather dress. It's short, it's low cut, and he says, "Can I make myself at home?" She's like, "Well, you know, if you, okay, of course." So he hesitates, and he asks her what's wrong, and she asks him what's wrong. He was like, "I looked at the house. There's nothing really changed. It's still the same." And she was like, "You know, like the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it." You know. So they sit down and they go down memory lane about that hideous pink ass paint couch that they sitting on. So she did pick it out and she never changed it. It's still there. But I think it's cute, but it's hideous though. It's pink. It ain't pink, it's pank. 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 So they talk about decorating the house and the different type of aesthetics that they wanted to choose for the living room, and they go down memory lane. So he mentioned she mentioned something about to him about selling the property at the beach that they had, and she keeps the paperwork along with some photos. So she goes and gets the photos, and they sit down and they reminisce, baby. And they just go down talking about the house, and he asked her. They just looked at each other and had this long stare. And then he says, "Can I have a drink? You know, can I fix you one while I'm up?" And she was like, "I'll just take a sparkling water," because he knows what type of drinks that she normally would do. So they sit down and they talk about selling the properties, like I stated, and she keeps all the paperwork in that one place. They go through the memories of when the girls were little, and how beautiful happy and blissful they were, how all the parents came up to this particular beach house, and how the storm came, and how he protected the girls, and he told the girls he was chasing the wind, and it was going to be he was going to win, or the wind was going to win. And it was really cute. You can tell that they were a power couple. You could tell that they really were a yin and yang. I see the more yin and yang with them than I do with him and Haley. Haley looks like more of an accessory for him. Danny looks like a partner, like somebody that really knows him, you know. And I'm glad that we finally got a chance to see them on good terms, even if it was just for a little bit, to see how they worked as a dynamic duo, because they really, really look good together, and the way that they bounced off each other when it came to their words and stuff. And I guess there was this particular picture that Danny was wearing this Chanel bathing suit, and she got a body. He was like saying all the men would just love to be with that. He's like, "But that's going home with me," you know, just talking. And so it was so precious. You could tell that they were really, really like a fire team. So I said when Haley is not around, he seems to have more of a gentler, kinder Bill. He really does. Even when it's Naomi and him, you can see that he really wants things to be right with his daughters. And I know he's over there to use Danny so that Danny can talk Naomi into dropping the case. I know that's his reason. He's desperate, so I know that. So he tells Danny the one thing that he loves about the photos was that it was a time when his girls didn't hate him. And she's like, "Bill, them girls don't hate you. They are just hurt, that's all." So he says, "That's good because I feel it's retaliatory." And she's like, What are you talking about? Something going on?" He was like, "Wait a minute, you don't know?" It's like, "You know that Naomi is suing my law firm, right? She didn't tell you?" She was like, "What the hell did you do?" He said, "I ain't do nothing." And then he breaks down and tells Danny about the lawsuit and the three ladies. And she was like, "Oh, Bill, I mean..." So she tries to offer some empathy, saying that she's so sorry that our daughter is child. He was like, "No, go ahead. Go ahead. Laugh. Do whatever you need to do." She's like, "No, I'm going to say I'm very proud that that my daughter is taking you on." He says, "Of course you are. She is Team Danny like everybody else." She's like, "Who is everyone else? And why does this seem so accusatory?" You better say that, Char. Accusatory. So she says, "Please explain this Team Danny." I need to get some t-shirts, Team Danny. So why is Bill still complimenting her with her Chanel bathing suit? I think I mentioned that earlier. And then they keep, adjusting their seats and keep getting closer and closer as they reminisce. And so they were just talking about this time that they was listening to this song, and they was just in a moment. And he was like, "I just love how Usher sang that song." And she was like, "No, baby, it was Cisco." He said, "Cisco? Usher?" He's like, are you sure? She said, that was Cisco. He said, oh yeah. And what was the name of the song? You know, he was like, and then they looked at each other. They said, incomplete. I was like, oh, I got chills like, ooh. And then she grabbed that nigga and just tongued him down. And that was it. Now, she grabbed him. He didn't grab her. But I'm sure Bill went over there smelling good and whatever. You know, and the song, you know, bright lights in the restaurant. Hey, you know. Yeah, sing, sis, go. That song gonna go up just because they brought it up. Even though it seems I have everything, I don't want to be a lonely fool. All of the women, all of the expensive cars, all of the money don't amount to you. So I can't make it, so I can make believe I have everything, but I can't pretend that I don't see. Without you, girl, my life is incomplete. Oh. I can sing a little bit, y'all. Just a little bit, yeah. That was fun. You can see I was just smiling. I didn't really look at my notes like that. I was just going off top of my dome because I just watched it like within the last couple of hours. So I'm, you know, going back to work, going back and forth from my desk. That's why I keep putting y'all on break. I'll be on pause because I need to make sure that my computer ain't gone to sleep. So let me go ahead and upload this. But this was fun. Don't forget, y'all, it's going to be all right. That Wisconsin win really made me think that we got this. We got it. We got to switch some things and flip some things. I think we're going in the right direction, the right trajectory. We still got some losses that are coming, and we're going to be all right, y'all. Don't forget, you're going to be all right. No matter what you're going through, you're going to be all right. That was fun. I had a good time. So let me go ahead and watch this next episode and put that up tomorrow. And join me in my next video for episode number 26 of Beyond the Gates. But I had a good time today. Hopefully you did too. And yeah, this was cute. It was cute. The read that Chelsea gave Haley, girl, you better read, honey. I'm tired of Jacob. Every time you look at him, he looks everybody just looks suspicious. He don't trust no damn body. The only time I really liked Jacob was when he wear his panties. When we first met him, remember episode number 1, him and Naomi was rolling around in the bed. That's the only time. Everybody else, he's looking at you like, you know, you got to prove something to him. It's like, go sit down somewhere. You're going to be mad when your pappy show his true light. You're going to be real mad. And then what you going to do, turn him in like you did your mother-in-law? He getting on my nerves. Marcel need to cuss him out. Derek, he fades into the background. Shanice told Ashley, she was like, girl, I see what's going on with you and Dre. She said, but when you finish with that fine ass fireman, pass him my way. I have a specialty for healing broken hearts. I was like, go ahead, girl. I meant to say that. Shanice was like, she had a lot of talking in here. She thinks she's finna be a star on this documentary. She did a lot of talking. And I liked her in this episode. I really did. She was like that comic relief. But she did tell the truth. So I really enjoyed her in this episode. I think that was it. That's all I can remember that stood out to me. All right, let me go back to work, y'all. All right, see y'all in the next video. Bye.